Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Real kind of lady. Hello, hello. This is not a serious conversation. This is just me booting around some ideas about gardening, and I love it, love it, love it. Hmm. Nice day today. Quiet day today. Very quiet today. And I have been working on my phone for some reason. With technology comes problems sometimes. This is not linking up with my thermostat. Oh, it just did. I'm sorry about that. Look, this has been out for almost an hour and a half. This thermostat because they had a storm somewhere near where they're working or whatever. And hello, how you doing there? Hello, good to see somebody in the room there. I think you're the only one in here. It's kind of lonely place to be right now. But at any rate, oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Now I got two more people just came in. Congratulations. Thank you very much for coming in. Hello, hello. How you doing? Oh my goodness, people are coming in here. I love it. But I'm dealing with allergies right now, folks. So you have to excuse the sound of my voice if it sounds a little different. Does it sound different to you, or does it sound the same, strong, kind of fair sounding voice? Um, what happens is I got this app, and so the weather here has been kind of crazy. We had some rain a couple of days ago, and this app here shows. I think you can see that it's going to pop up. Show you some. Now, see the top line, very very long top line. That top line is mold. That's mold, and it says the mold levels are high, and also moderate dust levels. The green you see there, moderate dust levels. So anytime these go up, my allergies go off. And even if I'm in the house, I have a cat. Since I have a cat, you know, and so it just drives my allergy kind of crazy a little bit. So anyway, I digress. But my furnace was out because it's controlled by the thermostat. In order for me to operate, I had to go downstairs and operate it. So I didn't want to do that. So um, and it's just on. And it says another 15 minutes, this house will be 70 degrees. And I can set it all up where I can schedule when I want the temperature to go up and down, but I haven't got around to that as of yet. I just haven't. Then let me see what I got here. Yeah, so at any rate, they're beautiful until they act up, and then your furnace is on its own. You got to do everything manual like you did back in the olden days. Back in the olden days. So what I did today, I got a catalog in the mail. Got a catalog in the mail. First one came in for 2021. I got a catalog, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the prices of the seeds. They are ridiculous. They are ridiculous because you got them on there for like $1.79 a pack and that sort of thing. But then when you add that on to what they tack on for the shipping costs, you paying $5 a pack of seeds. Pack of seeds. You imagine that? For $5. A pack of seeds, $5. So what I'm doing now is I am shopping for seeds. I'm shopping. I'm definitely looking around. Oh Moses, yeah. So I got everything looking good here. Everything looking good here. I got I'm looking at the calendar here, and we still got a long time uh, before we change presidents. We got a long time before we change presidents. I looked at this. Oh my goodness! All a month and almost a month and a half, almost yeah, close to 2 months, because the 20th of that month, and it's just really messed up. So we trying to get through this. Got all my seeds I need for this year, plus the ones I saved right here in the clear bag. Those are okra. And I'm starting a lot of my stuff indoors this year round because I just want to. I have the space for it. I feel like messing with something because of the quarantines that we got going on in different parts of the country. And I would like to have my plants in the house and be messing with them. When I get off of work, mess with the plants. Get in from a shower, mess with the plants. So that's what I want to do. Are there any other web um, campsites that you can think of? Because last time I was looking around and I saw one that was just for gamers. It's called Twitch, and it was just for gamers. But sometimes, and gardening is great, but I'm not one of the getting your name around on YouTube as a gardener because people like certain things about gardening streams, and they like I see husband and wife teams do well on gardening streams. They do extremely well. You got very few. Then you got people that have really high ratings because you know people will gravitate towards their channel. This channel here is one of the most underrated gardening channels on YouTube. It's one of the most underrated gardening channels on YouTube. The information I have about 20 years of gardening is great because what I do is I don't put anything out unless I'm sure about it. I don't put information out that I've never tried before, or um, that I could say, well, I don't know, but I'm gonna just say it anyway. I just can't do that because I've seen garden sites that have done that, and they set people back, and people also lose money because they spend money based on someone else's assumption of what how something should work. Another thing is I'm continuously watching gardening channels that will show you big, pretty peppers. And you know, something, folks, and I hate to go on like that, but I hate it when I see that. They'll show you peppers, they'll show you tomatoes, they'll show you whatever, would it be bananas or whatever. They'll show you all of this, but they will not tell you how they grew it. And it's like some of them they forget and they don't do it, and some of them just purposely put ads on there, like they'll say they bought something from this company, but I don't work for them. It's the same thing like this, but I don't work for them. Um, but yet you're showing their brand names and talking about their brand and in a favorable manner because you definitely are getting something from them. Um, but I look at a gentleman I was watching today, older gentleman, like in his 70s, and he got these it's a video out and these big pretty peppers and great audio equipment and great video equipment. I looked at that and I said, this is really nice what he put out. It looks good, good information. Uh, and then I'm waiting, going through the video, which was somewhat lengthy without him getting to, folks, here's how I grew this. First of all, second of all, third of all, but they won't do that. They will not do that. What they'll do is they'll get online and they will show you the product that they grew, and they won't talk anything about the soil, the watering, the regimen, anything. They just say, and thank you very much, and so they want you to watch their channel because, um, and there's nothing wrong with wanting people to watch your channel so that you can get those views. Those views get you paid monthly. They get you paid every so many days. I'll put it that way, and you get paid off of it. And some of them make a good amount of money. It was one I went to, and I'm not going to say anything about them because I don't want to hurt their stream of income. But it's another husband and wife team, and I just saw tons and tons and tons of people donating money to them. I looked, I said, that's really good. But if I were to complain about one thing, it would be that they never really gave you a lot of information about how they grew things. They basically just told you that they grew this and they grew that, that they're putting in another a raised bed and that sort of thing. But they didn't tell you anything about what goes in the soil, how often they water it. Are they using stream water? Are they using water from the indoor plumbing? So no information, but and it seems braggadocious when I see people that do that. When the guy's sitting there and he's kneeling over a beautiful, beautiful group of watermelons, and they look great. And when you look at those watermelons, you say, "Oh man, if I could grow something like that, if I could figure out what they're doing, you shouldn't have to figure it out, folks. They should be giving you that information just for watching their channel. They should give it to you because it's a benefit to have majority or all of the people on YouTube with beautiful vegetables because they learn from each other. But they're not doing that. Excuse me. So what I did was I did this. I actually did this. I had another guy. He has a great channel, and he had a live show on. And I said, well, let me go check this out because at least I see some people that are doing gardening are doing some live shows because a lot of them are not doing live shows at all. I mean, it's like you can count them on your hand. You got Let Farmer 73. I think it's Let Farmer 73. You got a Food Farmer Permaculture. You got a couple of the ladies. I can't call their names. I'm sorry, but I don't see them enough to remember all of them. But uh, there's not that many gardening shows online. It's just not live stream gardening shows online, and that's a fact because I look for them. I have over 455 gardening channels that I subscribe to, and to get on that list, you have to have uh, knowledge about what you're doing, and also be a person that is uh, trying to help others get their garden started. And that's not much to qualify for. But so I'm on there and I'm looking for a gardening channel that's live. And I found one. I clicked on it and I got there. I thought I was having a problem, but it just turned out you have to pay to be on to listen to his gardening channel. I was like, what? Pay? And I thought about it a second time around and said, he's got a right to do that. If people want to pay to go listen to a person talk about gardening, they have a right to do that. This is the United States. They have a right to do that. I, on the other hand, feel that information should be free. It helps people do better. It helps people become stronger and more knowledgeable. So he's charging you to click in and listen to a conversation of him ramble on about gardening. And I'm listening to some of his videos, which is basically uh, which is basic information that will be also in his live stream. That's all it was. It's just he just figured out how to put it online and put it up there for money. And he put it up there, and now you got to pay to listen to him talk about gardening. I could do that, but I choose not to. I'm not going to charge people. Um, and some people go to certain channels, they donate a great deal of money because they kind of set up like that, where the people are in fact asking for money. They'll say, "We're trying to build a shed in back so we can propagate our plants, and we're thinking about raising uh, some different types of flowers, and we need to get the barn put up." And you'll see people start donating money, start donating because they, uh, want to support that person. Nothing wrong with that. But we need to have more gardening channels online that are showing people how to garden. It's just that simple because it's getting really, really extremely boring to watch channels. Just people get on there and ramble on about the fact they grew this and grew that and grew this, and they have plenty of corn this year and they have plenty of peppers this year, and they show you pictures of it, but they will not show you how they grew it. What did they use? What was the other overall cost of raising that much vegetables? They won't tell you. No one, it seems, uh, that for the most part is trying to help others to do better. And that's sad. And we can't be like that. I know we're better than that. I know we're better than that. We got to be better than that. But it tears me up when I see people do that. And I say, the gentleman, by the way, the gentleman that was charging for his live show, I unsubscribed to him. I just did because I said I can't. This guy's charging people to get gardening information. He's charging them, um, and I didn't want to be a part of that. I mean, it's fine if that's what he wants to do, but I give it away every day. I talk to people, and they want to grow food because people are scared right now about growing vegetables and food and fruit and that sort of thing. But in fact, I had a neighbor that was in front of my house a couple of days ago, and I gave him two plants some years ago, and he has ample supply of plants now because I gave him just two plants, a raspberry, and I gave him a blackberry. His blackberries are that thick around, well, wait, much thicker than that, my thumb around, some of the stalks. And I said, listen, if you cut these 16-foot plants, these 15-foot plants down to about 4 feet, I said, they'll bush out on you and give you more blueberries. And he said, really? I didn't know that. He had them for years. But see, I live this stuff. I eat this stuff. I breathe this stuff. This is what I do. I love it. Gardening. So that being said, I'll pass the information on to him and he will do better, hopefully in the future, growing more blackberries. Um, excuse me. So that being said, uh, you want to grow more food. You want to be plentiful with food. Help each other out. Help each other out to grow better, to be stronger. And The information is out there, but it'll take them sometimes, some people time, maybe years, maybe months, whatever, to find that information. So help them if you can. If you're growing a garden and you know how to improve clay soil, preach that out there. Get the information out. If you're growing watermelons and you know how to grow big watermelons, you know how to grow watermelons that do well, put the information out there. If you know how to grow beans and you're really good at growing beans, put the information out there. Help your neighbor. Help your neighbor. So I'm not going to be on here all day today, folks. I'm just put that out there that we need to help each other. And that is not a crime to do that. That's why I always say this is the #1 rated gardening show on YouTube, in my opinion, because I try to put information out there that can help others. And I'm telling you, I get really, really, really tired of going out with the mouse and looking at channels that don't have any helpful gardening information out there that will help others. It's really sad. I want to get that message across. Put the information out there. How you grew these fruit trees. If you're growing fruit trees, you're successful at it, put the information out there. Tell them how you grew it. Tell them how you dug the hole. Tell them where you dug the hole in a sunny location. You put the tree in. You fertilized first, or you did not fertilize first. And and you cut the tree off at 24 inches tall because you wanted it to, branch out at a point so that you would have the tree grow so that you can reach the fruit that it bears. Trust me, you will be better off by helping others. So on that note, I'm gonna get ready to head out of here, good people. I'm gone because I kind of felt like I shouldn't have got online today because I felt kind of strong about the fact that these gardeners, some of them are putting this information out there about what they're doing. It's like they're braggadocious about the fact they grew something. And they figured out how to grow what they grew. And it is sad because I just want them to put the information out there to help everybody. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Put it out there. Let people do better. I like to see that lady is raising her children, putting information out there to her children so that she could do better. And I like to see this guy that's in his 70s that's on a limited income put some food out on his table that someone on YouTube helped him to learn how to grow. Now he's doing better. He's healthier because he's eating the right foods because he can now afford the food because in fact he's growing most or a lot of his food at home. That's all I'm saying. I hope it's not too difficult for people to kind of grasp that it's not all about you, it's about helping each other. I have really gotten really good at growing corn, for instance. Why wouldn't I put that information out there? What kind of soil did you grow it in? How often did you water? What kind of fertilizer did you use? Did you buy the fertilizer or make the fertilizer? Interesting. So don't forget, folks, try to help each other out. It's always a plus when you help out your fellow human beings. And I hope that when I get online in the future, I see more videos that show how to help each other out. Okay, let's see what we got there. Let's see, there's container garden and compost in place, right? Their method along with your show. Thank you very much. Thank you. Check them out. Okay, will do. Will do. I will check them out because I'm always interested in shows that will put information out that can help other people do better. Now, this year I am going to do a bit more container gardening because I just want to do it that way. Because It looks interesting to me. So I'm going to also do that. But I want to also put more videos out that will help people, uh, do better if they have clay soil. And I want to do that because I've seen what you could do if you improve your clay soil. And what I like to do is I dig a hole and I take the soil out. Now, this video will allow you to play it back over and over again so you can get it right. But you take the hard, heavy clay out. You dig your hole. You simply remove from that, and you put back in there some of your fertilizer that you like to use, like cow manure. Put in the bottom, and or you could use a granulated organic fertilizer. Put it in the bottom of the hole, and now you're going to put some of the native soil back in the hole, and you mix that up with the fertilizer. Now you add to that some compost, and you mix that up, and now we're going to add to that, which is a product that you usually go find in the stores. It's God, let me get it right. I can't think of it right now. It's peat moss. Now peat moss helps. My cat is acting crazy. Why is he acting crazy? Peat moss is a uh, material that will allow to help your soil maintain and keep moisture. It also helps with fertilizing once you mix it around in there. You do what you got to do, and it's just a beautiful thing. Now, when you mix this up and you add your plant to the hole, and then you take the rest of the soil, which is the native soil, and you put that, and you fill it in with the native soil, and you tamp it down gently. And what will happen is that the native soil, which is rich in minerals, that's usually clay soil, is rich in minerals. You will have that going for you. You will have the soil will be loose and fluffy using the peat moss to allow roots to run and move the way they should. You also will have in there the compost, which will draw in the biology in the soil, draw them right in around all around those roots. And then you will also have a nice little treat at the lower part of the hole, um, let me get it right now, which is your fertilizer. At any rate, the ability to make your soil rich, fluffy, and allow for air to get to the roots, allow for water to stay in that location, folks. I have grown some of the biggest and prettiest peppers this way. So I want you to keep that in mind. And it's on this reel, so you can always run it, wind it back and watch it, and actually write it down if you want to. Remember, um, you can, once you do this, and you keep repeating this as years go on, you will add more of or you will create a soil, excuse me, you will create a soil that will allow you to get much out of your garden. Um, and you want to do that. You definitely want to get more out of your garden. So I want you to remember to keep that in mind. I said, come in, Booker. Come in. This is a look at this cat, folks. Look how big this son of a gun is. He's a fluffy 19-pound cat. Found him one day running around, and I took him in. He was just a little kitten, and now he's just a big. Uh, I know, Booger. I know, Booger. Look at that. Look at the size of that cat, folks. Weird looking male cat, friendly as can be, but he's playing a lot right now. He's jumping around, grabbing stuff and pulling stuff down, and but hey, Booger, he's a good companion in the house, and he's strong as all know what. If he runs by you, he can probably knock you over. Okay, so that being said, this is the Morning Garden Show. And remember, um, grow soil is the key. Grow the soil and make the soil better, and you will get a lot more out of it. And your plants will too. This is the Morning Garden. Remember to keep on growing. Thank you very much.